Ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? Once again, I'm your friendly neighborhood basement dweller, Nev from Nev's Tactics. Don't worry, man. I am from the internet, and today I want to talk a little bit about Bitcoin. Now, I've had a lot of normal people come up to me asking me about Bitcoin, about how to invest, about what's the good money. I'm just into it now, and I'm excited. And what cryptocurrency should I throw my money into? And the thing is, don't put your money on anything that isn't Bitcoin. Bitcoin. Straight up Bitcoin. Ethereum or Litecoin. Don't care about the rest of it. I'm sure that some of the rest of it, the price will go up and it'll be great. But the gold standard is the standard, and Bitcoin is the gold standard. So if you want to change Bitcoin, if you want to change the way it is, it's no longer going to be Bitcoin, and no one's going to agree to support it. Bitcoin is Bitcoin. It was the original Satoshi. Satoshi's vision, the individual or the group named Satoshi, were the ones that came up with it, put that white paper out there. And if you're going to change Bitcoin, change the way it operates, then it's not Bitcoin anymore. It's going to be Bitcoin Gold, Bitcoin Satoshi's vision, Bitcoin Cash. There's all kinds of other Bitcoin things out there, but Bitcoin will always be Bitcoin. Bitcoin will always be number one. Ethereum will always be number two, and Litecoin will always be number three. Actually, I'm pretty sure Ethereum has recently forked off. So sometimes you get things called forks, where something you don't like what's going on. Monero, this happened, where there was a 51% attack. There's a 51% attack, where ASIC miners were coming out, and somebody had cornered the market. They own 51% of the market. When you do that, you can start hacking things. You can change things. You can start manipulating things. So Monero broke off. Now you got Monero Classic, which was the original Monero. You got Monero, which is the new Monero. But that's not going to happen with Bitcoin. The new Monero, the new Litecoin, gets to be new, and the old one gets called Classic. That's not going to happen with Bitcoin. Bitcoin's always going to be Bitcoin, is always going to be Bitcoin. But once again, these things are not a good currency. The idea, Satoshi's vision, was for it to be a currency. And I'm not talking about Bitcoin Satoshi's vision, which is a type of Bitcoin that we're not talking about. Bitcoin is Bitcoin. Bitcoin's Satoshi vision is another coin. But Satoshi's vision was that we could use it every day to buy pizza with, to buy gas with, but unfortunately, it's not that. It is, however, a store of value. And in being a store of value, you can get a lot of big things with it, but this is like getting stocks. You gotta get so many of them. It's just a heavy thing. Well, now that you got Robinhood, you don't have to so much anymore. But it's normally something you have to dump a lot of money into it. For example, Steam stopped carrying Bitcoin because the transaction rate was just so unbelievably huge. And the more people sending things through, the more it costs to send this. So people who are mining Bitcoin, you hear that? That's my dog. But it's also the sound of a computer back here crunching numbers. Now, I'm not Bitcoin mining. I'm Bionic World Grid mining. I'm trying to do better things for the world, etc. And this one I usually mine Bitcoin with, but oh, it actually is mining Bitcoin. Awesome. Anyways, you hear that sound? These things are crunching numbers. I better go get that dog. Oh wow, you think dogs are loud? Just wait till you have kids. Anyways, stick with those three: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and you'll be good if you're going to invest. Don't worry about any of these new things that came along after 2017. Actually, I wouldn't even worry about anything than those top three. Once again, this isn't a currency. I don't think anytime soon you'll be able to go out and buy gasoline or playing cards or dollar store items with any of this stuff, because the transaction fees are so frickin' astronomical that we just won't be able to do that. But as a bunch of money, as a huge collection of wealth, absolutely it'll get through. And the reason why is because there's a lot of people who don't trust the system. There's a lot of people who don't trust the way things work because of the credit crisis, the mortgage crash, the internal evils that are within our legal system. But ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget, a lot of those evils that were in our current system are now in Bitcoin because Bitcoin makes the money. You still get people manipulating things. You still get whales that mess with things. You're going to have a lot of whales that just drop stuff. But as time goes on, the technology is just going to get better. Bitcoin is not going to get hacked, and Bitcoin is not going to change, because remember, if it gets changed, the title changes. It's no longer going to be Bitcoin. It's going to be called Satoshi's Vision, Bitcoin Cash, etc. And Ethereum and Litecoin, they'll probably upgrade. And then the last one will be Classic. And whoever had money then will get an airdrop. But it won't happen with Bitcoin. You can change Bitcoin all you want and nobody's going to care. They're going to look at the original and they're going to be all about the original. Now what an airdrop is let's say Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Satoshi Vision comes around. So here you got your Bitcoin, you got the prices, you got everyone buying and selling, and then you end up with this big brick of information of everything that's ever been bought and sold. If you take that, copy, paste it, change a little bit of the programming, so transaction fees are lower, which we would all love. So transaction fees are lower, so it's faster to make information go. It's so much better. If you own the original Bitcoin that was copy and pasted to it, like let's say you had $1,000 worth of Bitcoin here, you're going to have whatever in here. It's not going to be worth $1,000. It's probably going to be worth $100. But you all of a sudden have $100 in this new coin that was made, and it's considered airdropping. So hey, that ain't so bad. That ain't so bad. But once again, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin. Don't touch anything else. And I personally won't touch anything other than Bitcoin. But that's my 2 cents about cryptocurrency right now. Anyways, that's it for me, folks. Neff from Neff's Tactics. Like and subscribe if you like this stuff. Definitely helps me out. And take care of each other, folks.